He's still far away. Mr. Boots, can you come closer? I heard another tink down there. That's good, but can you come closer, please? You're too far away from us. Can you come closer? You're too far away.
Mr. Boots, can you please come down here? Josh is gone. We want to feel your presence down here, please.
Did you hear that? Mr. Boots, can you please come here? There's no need to be shy. Did you hear that one down there? Mm-hmm. I think it's closer. Can you please come down this tunnel for me? I've had you walk the length of the tunnel and people like it when you do that. I heard a tink on the pipe. Can you please come closer? Did anyone do that? Mm-hmm. Mr. Boots, is that you? I heard a tink on the pipe. Mr. Boots, can you please come closer? That's it. I can hear you knocking on the pipe. Can you come closer for us, please? There's another footstep.
I'm gonna have to cut that down from the jacket so I can tell like goosebumps and stuff like that.
The story is that some people put together is that he died in the boiler explosion, and he seems to communicate through ultra-low audio frequencies, and that's how he produces these booms and explosions, and his footsteps are, you can actually feel it at like a seismic event. Each one is an earthquake.
Yeah, like a low bass.
Yes, very low frequency.
Yeah, I understand that actually.
Can you make a sound for us? Let us know you're here. Funny, I heard a footstep behind you.
Yeah, I did too.
He can do that. He can leapfrog over people and come up from behind.
Get anything down here?
When we were standing at the end, I've been calling for him to bang on the pipes.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do it, but we also asked him to walk the tunnel so we could hear him. Well, we heard him behind us. We heard footsteps behind us. So he leapfrogged over and went behind us on the backside.
Scratch.
Scratch.
I heard, or I felt when we were in here earlier with you, and we asked if anybody had hit the pipe, and nobody did. I actually felt it, but I asked my husband, did you hit the pipe? And he's leaning against the wall.
Yeah.
But I felt it go through the pipe.
Four knocks after you left.
I just.
Yeah. Like I heard a knock and then I
too low.
I walked around the corner and then I heard another knock and I was like, is anybody down here? So I went in that room and I heard knock knock. And then I stayed in that room.
See, I leave you alone and look what happened.
Hey, I'm not
We heard that big bang.
And we bolted. That was like
Yeah.
right behind, like where she was.
We heard.
So you heard the banging?
Yeah.
Right before we took off.
It was literally right
It was like right
behind
where we were standing.
A little bit later we heard the knock.
The scuffling before the bang. Could you describe what you think that scuffle was? So it's kind of like a foot drag.
Then
What do you get is down here?
Mr. Boots was a soldier, and he was escorting him. There's more of a battalion man down here.
A prisoner?
By the name of Curion. I get Curion, I don't know. I don't know if it's first name, but probably last name, I don't know. But he was chained. It's like the officer, I think you're calling Mr. Boots. I cannot get a name with him. But for just a little bit to go do something, he hooked like the cuffs or something.
He hooked his...
Curion was in solitary, and he was taking him to solitary for some reason. But something came up and he had to chain
him to the pipes?
to the pipes. And I'm wondering if that's when your boiler didn't blow. And he went to go see what was going on. Because I get, towards this end, I get a Curion.
Why do we not get his name?
I can't.
What's... He hides, he guards that.
And I think it was something they weren't, it's almost like a code, it feels like they didn't give it out. I mean.
And he is stubborn, I mean...
Very strict.
he seems, yeah.
Here's...
He said, man, I wonder if he wasn't caught in that boiler explosion.
And would he be triggering a replication of the boiler
Could be
explosion?
if it's at, exact time he's going through, or that realm, and it just triggers it.
Because the boilers were not reliable back in those
Because
days.
the one touching people down here and stuff it's the Italian.
So there's two?
Well, there's also another one, a woman.
The woman, yeah.
But she's only manifested a single occasion on all the years I've been coming down here. One time I heard the woman coming down the tunnel, and you could tell because it sounded like nurse's shoes walking. Totally different from his. His is a very heavy, powerful boot, very solid sounding,
Very stern.
whereas hers was a dainty, like nurse's loafers, walking down this tunnel.
Well, there's a Lillian that goes all over, and she kind of, almost is like the matriarch. She spends a lot of time up in the theater type area. But you've also got a woman that her kids were taken away. And I get a panic, like she's screaming. I can hear the little girl screaming.
And I was with a group, and there were two women who took a picture, and they actually, caught that, there's something there. It's this dark mass that's obstructing the view.
I've had a picture taken of me, and there's a giant black shadow covering me up, me and my friend. That was in this tunnel.
Now, the thing is, I don't think he's harmful.
No, he'd be said he wouldn't be the type to reach out and grab somebody, or he's more the type, he'd be too
He seemed very
diligent at his job. I mean, very strict on how he does his job and stuff like that.
Professional about it.
Yeah. And very, like you said, his outfit would have been, everything would have been polished, almost like a military.
Yes, this guy, from the way he's being described physically, he's a very sharp-looking individual.
Because I was literally getting, at one point, kicking them, just being a jerk. But he was definitely either being taken to or from solitary. But the way you described the air coming down, and you're definitely there picking up the boiler blowing.
It's a pressure wave, and it's that, and that was so powerful. It was just shocking. So you see visions of him kind of kicking this Italian prisoner?
I think they would have been scary. He's very authoritative. They wouldn't have messed around a lot with him. They wouldn't have pushed his buttons very much. Almost, they know how strict he is.
In that room leads us to believe that. The other gentleman, we don't know what he was thinking. He cut his throat with a straight razor. We don't know where that happened, but I don't know. I've always wondered, I don't know, maybe a men's bathroom. This is where his shaving kit would have been. The men of the Pythian years lived down here, towards the front of the castle, so he might have just kind of kept it in this area here. Let's just check this. I wonder what he's got in the box. Has he said yet? Who knows? Hello?
Who's in here?
Oh, look, and it stopped. Goodbye. My dude was falling. Steve, go off again. Yes, you missed it. That thing, like all the lights went off.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Castle.
Castle? Oh.
We're at a castle. See, that's where
Divided.
I'm gonna pull ratings off and read it for the camera for this, then let's see what we got.
What is it?
And July. They don't want a national measure sacrifice.
I am taking a measurement.
What's that?
Maximum milligauss, 5.7. That is heavy spike.
When I was in here earlier, I had a 7.2.
We had a blood curdling scream that sounded like distant. We couldn't even tell where it came from. But I mean, it was like someone in pain screaming. And then a very deep male voice. We were standing right here. A very deep male voice say something while we were talking. We didn't pick up what it said.
You couldn't make it out?
No. But we all three heard it. We stopped and went, "Did you hear that?" Yeah. So then whenever we heard something roll across that room, it sounded like something plastic being thrown across the floor. We was walking down to that room to figure it out. We got as soon as we walked through those double doors, we heard heavy boot sounds walking in this area here.
But the thing is what's in here, it doesn't like people. It does its best to chase people out. And people who are sensitives zero in on, there's one spot in here they really don't like.
I got a very uneasy feeling the minute I entered here.
Yeah, it's right when you enter the door.